You know what? We're gonna do this right now. We're gonna throw Sergio under the bus because I'm tired, you guys. I'm tired.
Justin knows what's
Imagine
up.
me waking up
Justin
after
knows what's up.
spending days getting stuff ready for this show today.
Hmm.
My grandfather dying yesterday. Imagine me waking up and there's not even a YouTube link for the
My
show.
goodness. No
Not
YouTube link.
even not even a YouTube link. Imagine me behind the
Hmm.
scenes getting clips from Open Bar Ready and all this other stuff. And I'm like, hey, the only thing he has to do is literally create a link. And
Hmm.
and there's just no link here. And so I'm waiting. And then I get a message at 8:01, we're gonna say roughly, saying, "Hey, just woke up. let me get this together." Mind you, I've been in this room that I created because there was no room. You even have the wrong banner. It's the
Justin.
81st episode. Get your life together,
Justin knows what's
Sergio.
up. You need to wake up on
Jeez.
time. Get out of here.
Oh,
Like we have
no.
everybody's hanging out, waiting. So my guy Leah. And then we got Aaron Hall. What's going
All under
on?
the bus. We're gonna as many buses as we can get to throw him under is as many as we're gonna do.
Shout out Kurt, Michael Russell. How you doing, my man? Good to see everybody.
Hmm.
Now, Al, you just
It's
gotta
good to
wake
see
up.
most of you guys,
You
except
gotta
for,
wake up on time.
you know what? You guys, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I don't want to. House divided.
As Aaron
Listen,
says, it's time for shenanigans.
I guess
You
it's
know.
like when you hit that mark. It's like October where people are just like, I'm not doing Han anymore.
Oh man. Hey, happy belated birthday to Kurt Michael Russell. Turning what did you turn? A young 21 now? Are you legal, baby? What's going on? Hope you had a great one, buddy. Thanks for coming to hang out with us for a little bit.
Mm.
Uh, who's that, Joey? Don't forget to put the bus reverse and back over him again. Joey, get out of here. Take that comment down.
Okay.
Pink eye. Yes. Yes. Uh, everybody hail to the Pumpkin King. Hey, what's going on, Bleecker Street Comics? What's going on? My son, you see, this is what happens when you don't set the alarm for me. Oh man,
Oh.
oh man. Justin is actually, I think, believing Al's lies. She tells a tall tale. This one,
Come on,
she tells a
Justin.
tall tale.
You know
Carlos,
it wasn't me.
buenos dias, yo. What's going on, my man? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, spooky season wrapping up over here, man. Hey, we're not gonna be a haunted house much longer, AL. Ooh,
No, we're gonna be
makes
a.
me sad.
We're not even gonna be a house. It's
Oh,
just. It's
makes
just gonna be. It's gonna be of nerd show.
of that show. Oh man, it's sad though. It's sad though. I've enjoyed October.
Oh yeah,
And
you read all 5 books this month, huh?
yeah, what have we read? Starting at the top, what are
The
we?
autumnal,
Autumnal. Yeah.
witches.
Uh huh.
Uh,
¿Qué más?
come on, get it together. What else? These Savage Shores.
Savage Shores,
Oh,
right?
so we did. I thought we read more than four.
Yeah, this is our fifth week now doing.
We're doing Infidel today.
Yeah. One more, which is the Savage Shores. Help us out, folks. You've been reading along with us, right? The Dregs.
Oh yeah,
Thank
the
you, Joey.
dregs. Yeah,
The Dregs, which is I don't know which. Would you say you have a? Would you say you have a favorite or
Infidel.
Infidel?
Yeah, and
Really,
the
eh?
dregs. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean they were all good
they're all
books.
good, man. Yeah,
You
we
know.
some great reading, man. We've been collection. Word on the street is such a.
Yeah, I might have been spreading rumors last night.
Oh, really, eh?
Yeah.
You already telling. You going online and telling folks what's up. You setting me up. Shout out Man Cave Theater. Good to see you in the chats. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, so today we're talking Infidel, uh, you know, critically acclaimed book from Image Comics, PORNSAK, Pinochet, Aaron Campbell, man, on
Mm.
interiors. Great stuff. Uh, and then, Miss Film Noir will be joining us for that Infidel conversation. Copper drop this week was Damn Them All. We'll be getting into that in just a second, and then we can review. This week was stacked, eh? Stacked. One of the heavier weeks. Is
Yeah, and
that
what did you get into this week?
Lovesick Baby? I got every single one of these. Every
Uh,
cover,
which
multiple.
books did you read this week?
Lovesick.
What books did you read this
I'm
week?
telling you, I read Lovesick. I
Mm-hmm.
read that this week.
You read it
Yeah.
2 months ago.
I read. Oh, I can't put this down, eh? The Dark Net from
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin Percy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put it down. This is really cool. Not a comic, but I'm going to talk about it for a second. So I read the first couple chapters, and
Mm-hmm.
the title's a Darknet synopsis. So I'm thinking it's like it really after chapter 2 or 3, they introduced some different elements that really threw me for a loop, which is great. At first, I thought it was like kind of like a techno cyber horror, something like that. Like just focused on like the dark net stuff, right? As the title would suggest, even the synopsis. But then they introduced some like supernatural elements, like demons and angels and stuff like that. So really, I did not see that coming out. Really great stuff, folks. Definitely recommend this one. I'm probably about a good third of the way through right now, a little bit more maybe. But yeah, Benjamin Percy, the writer of Wolverine. He's done. I think he's done Green Lantern, some other stuff. I can't put it down, man. But those are my favorite books. Just kind of really kind of takes a left turn, and and it's great. It's great. Like it's fitting for the season too. So, um, have you been reading anything? Oh, what's going on?
Can't say I have.
No. Okay, that's cool.
Most folks have been praising it. Oh yeah, Barbarian is fantastic.
The film,
Mm-hmm.
Paul Dick's comics. What's going on? Yeah, Barbarian. I haven't seen that yet. Where can I stream that?
It's on HBO now.
It's on HBO.
Yeah.
Okay. Did that? I thought that just came out in theaters though.
Yeah, it just came out a few months ago.
Oh, okay, okay. Damn, theatrical windows, man. Very they're short these days, eh?
Thankfully,
Yeah, why is cause you
I
don't
don't
go to
like.
theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that. Thank you. She was telling me HBO. I'm like, no, chill. Chill knows for the Canadian peoples on Crave. Okay, I'm checking it out today because I've been hearing all kinds of great stuff about it. Okay, Joy saying it's also on D plus in Canada. All right. How many Canucks we got in the house? Raise your hands. Al, no,
No, thank you.
not. Couldn't be you, eh?
Couldn't be me.
Yeah. Justin saying he introduced the kids to Tremors 1 and 2 last night. Hey, I just probably within the last year I rewatched Tremors #1. So that's a good one. Hey, Kevin Bacon, you can't go wrong, man. Oh, look at that. Chill, a fellow Canuck. I had no idea. Shout out, baby. What's going on, my man? That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I caught you on Chill's show yesterday, sitting there.
Oh, I was on Chill's show yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was.
yeah. Little
Well,
shy guy, not saying much, but you were there.
hey, I was taking my turn.
Chill. I gotta tell you though, in confidence, I don't want anybody else to know this. Just between you and I, he didn't want them to recast T'Challa, and he won't say that in public, but he sends me messages constantly saying, "I'm glad they didn't recast him." The last thing we need is one more.
Oh, now you just lie.
And
Now
I was
you
like,
just lie.
"Whoa, chill."
Get out of here. Hey, Man Cave Theater, a fellow Canuck, a fellow Canadian. Shout
Poser.
out. Shout out. Yo, Cho, listen, man. You should know by now. Do not pay attention to anything.
But you know what I said? I said, let me listen to this Rihanna song anyways. But if it's a hymn, if it's lift every voice up, if it's one of those inspirational songs, I'm out of here. And they certainly did make funeral music, and
I still haven't heard it. Everybody's talking. It's on
it's a
the.
really good song. But
Isn't
it
it?
is a funeral song, yeah,
It is a Riri.
absolutely.
Okay.
I got the sense you.
You rooting for Oh, listen, 100%. That I can't deny. I'm rooting
He
for
said some. I saw him hashtag something one time. Hashtag gentrify Wakanda. That was like what?
I don't even know what that means, man.
You
But
don't know
yes,
what
I am rooting
gentrify means?
for well, not in the context to Wakanda. I don't
You want them to gentrify it?
know. I think you're using the wrong word, man.
A little over your head this morning.
Mm,
And would you want to play a clip from Open Bar?
I do not, ma'am. I don't know what clips you got queued up here. You go watch shenanigans. Politics Comics saying he's from Boston, but all you Canadians, I'm gonna be honest, totally honest. Nothing against you, Paul. You're a good guy, but man, you guys, the Boston fan base, sports fan base, you got
Superior. You guys really hold it down for the city.
you guys got a horse's shoe up your booty, man. You've got like what 25,000 championships in the last 2 decades. It's crazy.
Did you just say, but and luckily I'm a horse?
It's crazy.
What a weird thing to say.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, gentrify.
Can't
White
say
Conda
I got love
forever.
for the Boston teams, man. It's white Conda. Get out of here, chill.
That's right.
Get out of here, chill. Oh man.
What's ML? What's MTL?
Get out of here.
Metal?
We're talking
Metal.
sports now. It's Montreal versus Boston.
Ooh, spooky. A ghost was hosting for a second there.
What happened there? Al?
And with that, let's play a clip from. Let's play a clip from the
I'm
show.
not-
Whoa, what happened? You got bruises on your neck? How do you explain multiple hickeys to kids?
I don't know that one. Sergio, that's what Sergio. Let's go down. I'm serious. Let's go down.
And thank you to everybody who came out and was on Open Bar with us. Is he muted or is it just me?
Very meta. Very meta there.
Was it?
That's a weird feeling watching clips.
Yeah.
I don't know how I like that, but okay.
I
Yes.
think-
Yes. Real talk, man. Was it last night or was it the night? Friday night. We had a great time with everybody, man. Lots of people came through. New faces. I got to hang out with everybody on live, man. Too many people to list through right now, but so thank you to everybody who hung out with us for our open bar. It's the live stream where anybody is welcome to join us. We had a couple creators join us. We had Miss Misty Graves. She's got a Kickstarter launching, I believe tomorrow, actually. Yeah. We also had Mr. Richard Morgan, Blam and Glam, baby, whose Kickstarter is wrapping up tomorrow night on the 31st. So yeah, and then a whole bunch of dope folks for the community. We had a great time with you guys, man. Great time. And then we kept the party going with the Pink Buzz Boys over there on their channel. So it was great, man. It was great. Thank you to everybody who hung out with us. Real time. So much fun, man. Can't wait for the next one. Well, if we get to 2 years, definitely do one for the
yeah. If we
if Al gets her gets her
if
shit together, man.
you know what's crazy? I feel like con happens every Sunday too.
Yeah.
So same
Shout
time.
out Man Cave.
Same
Thanks
time
for
as
hanging
well.
out with us, buddy. Enjoy the Sunday, my man. Thank you. Was that all?
I believe House of Nerd Live is every Sunday
Mhm.
at 8 Pacific Standard Time, 11 Eastern.
It is, eh?
As per your creation.
Yes.
So yeah, it's
My
a
baby.
little thing called showing up on time,
Baby back ribs. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You mistreat your baby. You haven't been feeding it.
drop the baby on the head. Joey had fun with who tweeted it. Yeah, so for a little, next time if you're gonna play a clip, you gotta give some context, man. We played a little game curated by Al called Who Tweeted It, where she basically puts us on blast, folks, is what she did. And when I mean us, is basically just me, Dean, and Joey, man. But yeah, she posts tweets from our profiles, and then she posted. We had to guess who it was. So shenanigans.
Well, I can say you're definitely bringing the energy today.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so great. You want to play the copper drop intro?
Copper Tribe. Yeah, where's it at? You want to play it? Yeah, where's it at? I got it. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
You gotta
Okay.
take that banner down, though, man.
No, I'm gonna keep it up because I'm I'm over it.
Oh, oh,
Okay.
okay. L, come on now. Here we go. Copper Trap time, baby. Let's go. Mm, Love that intro. Love that intro. Little loud though. Little loud. Damn them all. Number one. Simon Spurrier, Charlie Adler, man, legend. Colorist Sophie Dodson. Colorist Shane Hanna, Quee, and on letters Jim Campbell. Jim Campbell's on everything, eh? Man, he's all over the place. Definitely got to be nominated for uh, one of the best colorists in the game right now. What did you think, L? Damn them all. This was your pick. You won it overwhelmingly, I might add.
Yeah. So, what did you think of it? Since I already kind
No, no, no,
of
ma'am. Ladies first. This is why I'm
mm,
asking you.
Sergio before beauty. So,
No, go ahead. Go ahead, ma'am.
what I this book is about a lady named Elle or Bloody Elle, and she's her uncle's apprentice more or less until he passes, and then she kind of takes over the
Ooh, shiny.
the supernatural. What would be the word? She's like a freelancer,
Mm-hmm.
dealing with the supernatural elements, working in tandem with other undesirables, the mafia and gangs and other stuff.
So you kind of you went hard for this one. Did it live up to expectations? Oh, look at that
Um,
great page. How great is that?
I will say that um it is the first issue was a bit wordy, so that might throw some people off because like on this page like there's blocks of text and dialogue, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it but I also felt like the narrative it had a really strong narrative.
Mm-hmm.
The accents and it felt like you were where they were at in the UK.
Okay, so yeah, okay. It sounded the characters' voices.
It had
It
a
sounded
strong narrative voice and
okay.
perspective, and it was good. I liked it. I think that some of the pages could have been better as full page spreads, but that's like my only thing with it was I felt like there was a lot of pages that would have benefited from being full page.
It's great. You know what? It's great to see Charlie Adler on pencils.
Mm-hmm.
His stuff is, obviously he's from The Walking Dead, iconic. Probably it's fair to say his most well-known book. But it's
Joey
great,
says he
man.
can't wait to go lick this up tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, you're gonna lick the comic books, eh?
But
Okay.
yeah, it was really good. And then like the whole like summoning aspect, they're kind of like they've started to summon these outcasted demons. It kind of reminded me of like Persona or something like that, where they also do that. Well, most JRPGs they're summoning some kind of tarot creature or demon
Mhm.
or something. So I thought that was cool too. I could see this is not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. There was some there was some outcries online where I read this one guy said he was like, wow, what a perfectly good character wasted on a woman. And I was like,
Stop,
whoa.
stop.
Just say just say you're a misogynist.
And a reviewer actually said that.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
left a review that said, wow, what a great character wasted on a woman.
Man.
And what's so crazy is like she's not hyper masculine.
Yeah.
You're throwing up commentary. Is that a cheetah pattern tail? It could be any kind of tail you want it to be, you know?
No, that's newsstand saying, "Damn, the mall was so good." I mean, listen, it's got a it is shiny. I'm a sucker for the foil covers, man. Did you notice, L, that on some of the it's like some of the art's got almost like a 3D effect.
Yes.
No, why was that? What do you think creatively? Why did you
Because
decide?
it's showing that it's in between worlds. Not everybody sees that. So
Yeah,
when
like
they
there you go.
summon,
Yeah.
the world starts to shift. Not everybody could see that world, so it's
Okay.
a visual way of saying that this is not the realm of reality.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I'm a big fan of Charlie stuff. I mean, you can see it. You'll see one of his.
This was probably the most relatable. I don't like when people touch me, even if it's like a hug or somebody I know. So like relatable.
It's true. You don't like you know. The
It's
close.
true. I don't know you.
Hey, listen, we be on meetings and stuff, and I hear you just come up, "Mommy, I
Oh,
love you. Can I get a hug?" And you're like,
no.
"Get out of here."
Get out of here. Is it Sunday? You get one hug a week.
A week? Oh, you boosted it up. Before you
No.
said it was once a month.
I'm just not a
Oh,
super affectionate person. So when I saw this page, I said, "Yeah, get up out of here."
the little homies, if you're listening, give me a call if you need some, your deal. I got you, bro. Yes, man. Great stuff. Yeah. You know what? I see. Pick it up, man. Give it a shot, man. Don't do that. Don't put me on blast like that. Give it a shot.
Oh,
Pick this
well,
one up.
I didn't realize that they did use your likeness for Big
Yeah,
Boss
he's got
Guy.
a good-looking scalp,
Yeah, he was a kind of a piece of shit though.
but a good-looking guy nonetheless. Good-looking guy nonetheless. Big fan of Charlie Adler's
She
work.
said, "I feel like I've hugged Elle
Like
once."
one. See,
Yeah,
oh my God, Leah, back me up on this one. She no,
and
no.
I've known her,
Yeah.
oof, 17 years, 16 years.
Well, I mean, if we do the math, since you're teenagers, so that's what
Yeah.
about 40 years ago? 40 years ago?
2006,
Give
we
or
started
take?
being friends. When
No,
I think I was 16.
86 when you were 16, man.
Hmm.
Stop, stop. We're amongst friends here. We need to
I know you not talking, and you told me you were gonna run late because your hip popped out of socket.
get out of
You had
here.
to pop it back in.
So, nerd, that's newsstand. I'm curious. What was your favorite part of the book? You familiar with uh these creators, man? Anybody else who read this? What was your favorite part, or maybe did you not like it? I thought this was cool. Enjoy it, have fun. Yeah, damn them all number one. Pick it up, folks. Boom Studios, great stuff.
Yeah, again, the voice, I think that might turn some people off. I know some people don't like to read accents
Mhm.
or broken language, but it's to
I
me,
do.
I
I'm a
really
fan of that
enjoyed it.
personally. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What was one recently who I thought did it well? Last Line. I don't remember the creators on that, but it's from Aftershock.
Yeah.
Last Line, set in the UK.
Hmm.
Um,
The other one too, the dog one.
the dog one. And Simon Spurrier is from the UK, is he not?
I don't know. Let's ask him. I bring him in.
Simon, are you in the chats? In the chats? Okay, let's keep it moving.
Yeah, it was seasoned. It did. It felt very regional.
Hmm.
Yeah. And again, I don't understand the comments that were saying that I saw prior that were saying like she's hostile and she has a bad attitude. I'm like, I didn't get that. I got that she was take no shit,
Yeah.
but I didn't get that she was not a likable person. I thought she was very likable.
Well, that's when you have the weirdos complaining anytime you see a woman with a strong personality. You
Hmm.
know, these it's
Yeah, I've
sometimes
been told
they don't
in
like
meetings to tone it down.
get out of here. Don't even say it like that. Kaiser, we're talking Damn Them All number one from Boom. Good book. Yeah, we're going with a cop for this one, folks. Cop, check it out. Check it out. Oh, Justin, thank you. He's helping
Yes,
me out here.
Dogs of
Dogs of
London.
London. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Is that how I sound if I was British?
Oh, 100%.
Mm.
100%. Now I'm seeing on the credits here there was a Sean Phillips variant cover. How did I miss that? I love his stuff with colors by Pip Martin, who's the color assist on That Texas Blood. Gotta look out for that one. So what are we pitching for next week? So folks, those who are new to the Copper Drop segment, this is the time where now myself and Al will each pitch you guys an upcoming new release, and you guys get to vote on what our reading is for next week. The power is in your hands. So I'll allow you to kick it off.
Oh,
What are you thinking?
I'm sure you will.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Ladies first, always, man.
Yeah.
I'm a gentleman.
Mm.
100%. Let's go.
So I'm gonna go with Behold Behemoth,
Hmm.
which friend of the show Sergio says he's already read. So, Grayson's world is crumbling following his brother's sudden and mysterious death. His sleepless nights are haunted by vivid nightmares of a terrifying monster, pushing him to the brink of losing both his sanity and his job as a social worker. Interesting combo there.
Hmm.
But he's truly shaken to the core when his newest case, a young orphan girl named Ren, is found at the scene of a brutal murder just hours after first meeting Grayson. Interesting.
Yeah, I was lucky enough. I got to read it probably a good 3 weeks, a month ago now. Got hit with an advanced copy.
Yeah.
So it's almost not fair. Listen, I'll tell you straight up, folks. Uh, it's good, man. It's dope. Tape Bramble. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. So, what was I supposed to pitch? What was my book? I'm looking for it.
Mm.
You know, help me out here, Al?
I'm gonna let you sweat it.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I
Yeah.
found it. Excited for this one. Excited for this one now. Check this one out, folks. So my book that I'd like for everybody, all you fine folks, to vote for, the ones,
Mm.
from Brian Michael Bendis and Jacob Edgar. Here's the pitch. Here's the synopsis, guys. From award-winning writer Bendis comes the next best awesome super team to end all super teams. The ones, every single person in every mythology that was told they were the one, are brought together for the first time to defeat the one, the actual one, the real actual one. This it goes on to say this amazing new vision is brought to life by wonder kind artist and co-creator Jacob Edgar from Batman Army of Darkness. Watch as he brings explosive comic splendor to this big new world. Think Good Omens meets Ghostbusters meets The Adam Project, and hold on, here's the kicker, meets The Goonies meets Everything Everywhere All at Once. Man, listen, man, if that pitch, if that
Mm.
synopsis has not got you
So what you're saying
excited,
is it's not gonna make sense.
I don't know what to tell you. Listen, and listen. Bendis is a goat. He's one of the goats. One of his
uh,
credits speak for
yeah,
themselves.
it looks good. Thanks for the visual.
Yeah,
I really enjoy the art style, the
yeah.
direction it's taking. The
Mm.
covers are dope.
Wow, you did not share my nothing, eh? What happened?
You, I don't see it at the bottom.
Oh my gosh, here. You dropping the ball.
Mm.
Let me share my screen here, folks. I
Oh,
come back.
that expose is about to be a
Yeah,
juicy.
here we go. Here we go. Where now let me go back into the where is it at? There you go. Thank you, ma'am. So this whole time I'm talking. See, this is what happens when I'm off camera. Yeah, so the ones I listen, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I think just the premise of, because listen, uh how many films, very very tropey, like, it's the one, we're the one meant to, like, save humanity, or save, whether it's Keanu in the Matrix, or Jet Li, or and so many other films. So I think it's fun, poking fun at the genre, I think, a little bit, bringing them all together to defeat the actual one, and Ghostbusters meets Goonies meets Everything Everywhere All at Once, man. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Excited to check this one out. I did not get the chance to read an advanced reader for this one, so super duper excited. I'm gonna throw the poll up right now. If you can stop for time, and then yeah.
Why don't we throw up another clip from you guys? He doesn't know. Don't say anything. Let's throw up another clip from Open Bar. Dr. Fate. Let's talk about the beard.
Oh,
that did it
listen
for
to
you or
L.
what?
Into it.
You did it for you?
Yeah. no,
Yeah,
he did.
she's like, duh.
Yeah, and
Old guys with gray beards, you like that?
yeah.
Yeah.
I've
MJ's
discussed
gonna
this
break
before.
out that comb.
Good times were had. Some had gooder times than other.
What is your book?
What?
The book for next week, the copper drop.
Behold Behemoth.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll be back.
Oh, please take your time. Remove from studio. And also, at some point, we're supposed to be doing Crossing the Streams. Sergio will let you guys know the details on that later in the show. Because listen, I don't even know the details. Something about Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters. Crossing Streams. I always thought that was like a sword fight. So, but I
Get
guess...
out of here! I've told you multiple.
What day and time is it?
Listen, I think if the homie Carlos Big C is still in the chats, yes, very excited for this, folks. We're working, we're having some fun with the Nerd Room podcast next Sunday, Crossing the Streams. That's right. Now, if you don't get it, ma'am, I don't know what to tell you. It's a Ghostbusters reference. You know, the proton packs, all that good stuff.
Is that what you guys call them?
You know, we're a couple live streams. Coming together to unite the nerds. We're excited. So I believe what the plan is. We got a bit of a Ghostbusters TMNT theme going on for this one, folks. Next week we're discussing the very fun TMNT Ghostbusters comic crossover. I think title of the same name. So read along with us. Pick us up. We're reading volume 1. We're discussing that here at the House of Nerd. So that will kind of be like our wrap up for the spooky season. So we're closing out the spooky season with a bang.
I'm glad you're back, Chill, because Sergio was telling me something about T'Challa, something about a Black Panther and Black Adam crossover he would like to see.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Unite the nerds.
I don't know what you're talking about. So this will be a bit of a two-nighter, folks. And I'm gonna confirm the dates, but I believe it's this Thursday.
Here goes figure drawing instigating.
Sure, you got amalgam. This Thursday, we're gonna be hanging out with the Nerd Room on their channel. Go check them out, man. The Nerd Room podcast. They're on YouTube as well. We're talking the toys, all that good stuff, man. So yeah, excited for that, man. Excited for that great group of guys. Check it out. Have some fun with us. We're talking TMNT. We're talking Ghostbusters, iconic franchises, man. Yeah.
My experience with Ninja Turtles is mostly the podcast. We gotta stop talking TMNT on CBB. That's my lane, and I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2 because it's my daughter's favorite movie.
Number 2?
Yeah.
The live action?
Yeah.
This is a good one. Vanilla Ice. You can't go wrong. Ice, baby. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know. Say it again.
Come on.
I'm not familiar with the song. Can you sing it again?
It's a great one. He does the moves. Ninja go. What's it go? Ninja.
Be careful.
Rap.
Go
I know,
who?
yeah, I know. I'm just breaking it up.
Go who?
Go ninja, go. Come on, there's a big one.
You're on a slippery slope.
Yeah. It's big time. I know what you're trying to do. I'm not ripping up. I love the ninjas, my peoples. What you know about that?
What you know about that?
You know about that? You think I know.
What's the timing? Now you saying go ninja, go ninja, go.
She's like, I'm here.
Back there trying not to laugh.
Is Miss Film Noir girl Tara? How you doing?
Pretty good for a tired person. How are you?
Ooh, you and me both, man. You and me both.
I think he did. I think he said do a little jig.
That's what I heard. I don't know, Leah. That's what I heard back here.
A little jig one time.
No, stop.
saying,
You're
the
gonna
Vanilla
get.
Ice band,
Don't. You
the
can't
Vanilla
say
Ice
that.
Vanilla Ice. We're talking.
You cannot tell her to do a jig. He said,
No, me, no, yeah.
Mi gente, mi gente, mi gente.
No, that's how you talk to your mom. That's wild.
Get out of here, man. So yes, our spooky season reader of the week, folks, is Infidel, critically acclaimed. We are joined by Tara, Film Noir girl. Before we get into the Infidel talk, Tara, I'd like to introduce. We got the two ladies here, the tea room. The tea room. You know what, Al or Tara? Why don't you, Tara? It's the tea room with Tara now. Why don't you do the honors? Let
It's
the
the tea room with both of us, Tara
Yes.
and Elle.
Hmm.
And hi everybody. It's hard not to speak to you by the keyboard while I'm talking out of my mouth. But yeah, so the tea room is a new part of the House of Nerd family, and yay! And we're excited to bring it to you about twice a month. I'm so glad I prepared something to say about this beforehand too. And yeah, it's a chance for Elle and I to hang out and bring you some tea of various kinds. What else did you want me since you let me know so far? Oh, good morning. Hi, friend.
Well, you guys
everybody.
had your debut episode. What was it? Last Friday? Yeah.
Mhm.
That was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
We had a good time. It went so quickly.
I know. So the cool thing about that, folks, and whose idea was this, Al? Is you guys pre-record your content.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me do the since we're talking tea room.
But so we finally used this YouTube feature where we debut it as a premiere, so everybody like in the community can come along, live chat with Tara and Elle. So that was a whole lot of fun.
And shout out to Sheena for suggesting it before you.
Thank you, Sheena.
In the DMs.
You're really not gonna give me my flowers,
She
eh?
sure
Al?
did recommend it to me in the
Really not
DMs
gonna
before
give me-
you.
Okay, I see how it is. I see.
And then when she said it, I said, I guess one's a suggestion, 2 times is a strong duo, you know?
No love for the genius at the top. Okay, I see how it is, baby.
Oh, my
But-
apologies. Let's go back. The tea room. You know what's crazy? It's called the tea room, silent, and then it's Sergio, Tara, and Elle, but the Sergio is silent.
Stop. So listen, that was a whole lot of fun. Enjoyed that along with everybody else watching that. Looking forward to the next one. And a little birdie told me you guys have some cooking.
Yes, we do.
Yeah? Ooh.
The kettle's on the stove.
Okay. Oh, I like that, man. I like that. You quick with it. So yes, folks, you look forward to more Tea Room with Tara and Al. It's a fun space for everybody to get together, and I believe you guys are gonna do it was it Fridays at 11
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So good, little brunch, get together, it's fun. It's fun time. So congrats on that, man. Great debut, guys. Great debut.
Thank you for making it all possible. That's what I'm supposed to say now, right?
Oh,
I couldn't resist.
Yeah, she does that. She knows how to give flowers. Thank you, ma'am. This is what we do,
not it being facetious. Oh, thank you for the flowers.
Man, no, but real talk, man. It was good, I like that. We got another room in the house here, baby. So good stuff. Infidel, you now, Al. Tara.
Actually, I'll take the lead on this. Sergio, do you want to tell us what the Infidel is about?
Please take the lead. Please take the lead.
Sergio, you want to give us a synopsis?
Ma'am, I'm a gentleman. Ladies first.
You know what? Today I feel like putting the shoes on the other feet.
No, that's
I'm
okay.
gonna be a gentle lady here.
Yeah.
Sergio, synopsis, please.
Well, how about we kick it off with our guest Tara. Tara, first of all, thanks for coming through to talk with us on this. But what did you think, Infidel? Can you give the folks who might not be familiar, maybe a bit of a synopsis, a pitch? What is this book about?
Well, it's a very good book, first of all, so I'm a little biased, but the basic idea is that there's a family where the mom is. I'm so glad I have it in front of me too, because it's not at all complicated, the story, right? Sorry. Welcome to me at a live stream. Sorry. Okay, so this family lives in an apartment building, and there are some mysterious things going on, and there's some question as to whether these things are inside Aisha, the lead character's mind, or whether they're actually going on around them. And reality kind of shifts from there, as you can see from the cover of the book. She's seeing the things that are like that hand reaching out for her, which is certainly not a human hand, as you can see. And just stop me anytime, y'all.
Well, it's a haunted house story.
Yes, it is.
And the ghosts are fueled by hatred and xenophobia.
So they have a lot of power, as you might imagine. So it's a thriller. It's political, it's a thriller, and it's very compelling all the way through.
So we got the main character. Her name is Aisha, and she's Muslim. She's Pakistani, and she dealing with a lot of identity things, moving into a building where there was a bombing prior, who committed allegedly by somebody who allegedly they believed
emphasis on
allegedly was like a jihadist, like like an extremist. But it's none of this is based in fact. This is all, most of the story going on is based in people's fears of each other, of religions they're not familiar with, of cultures they're not familiar with, of races they choose not to be familiar with. And so the entities, they kind of feed off of that energy, and it kind of accelerates the more into the story because people start to grow suspicious of each other when things start popping off.
It's definitely a common theme these days. Side shout out to the movie Bodies, Bodies, Bodies if you want to see something like that too.
Oh, would you? Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of put on that kind of same.
Well, just that part about perception is very important.
Really?
To what happens around you. Yeah, that's all I can say. I don't want to spoil it.
Oh, because I saw Bodies, 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 which I wasn't, to be honest, wasn't a big fan of the film.
I liked it.
I thought it was excellent. I thought it told the story it needed to, and especially in relation to the generation that it was kind of satiring. So.
Okay.
Yeah, the satirization was definitely real.
And also Amandla is a sweet baby angel, and I will say any movie she's in is fantastic. And I like the twist that she was kind of the main the whole time, because you don't go into those kind of movies expecting a black woman, a black person to be the lead, and so that was very cool. Also, to see that one character die so early was such a reward.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's probably why I didn't like the film.
But also, I'm very biased. I am one of those people who I love anything A24 puts out, no matter how pretentious it is.
Same.
I don't want to take the discussion too far. A24 is cool, but I feel like people need to stop writing them so hard.
Sergio, if you want to get back to the book,
not everything they put out is a banger. So
we have Leslie here. This is Aisha's future mother-in-law. Her boyfriend is not Muslim, and so her mom actually was like, "You're not Muslim anymore because you're not
Right.
You're not with a Muslim man. But Tom's mom, she's a little racist and intolerant and xenophobic, but I guess to her, not even credit, she did lose her husband in 9/11. So there's kind of like she has in her mind reasoning, and she's a doctor,
Right.
so she's somebody who should have a little more sense.
Mm-hmm.
But she's still clutching. This man is wearing a bow tie and a suit, and she's just like, not my purse, not today. So real interesting. I believe this is Joey's favorite. Yeah, no, I'll say with I'll say with full disclosure, I'll say it to sound pretentious. I've been on A24 for a long time, and since it was like, little baby A20, since it was A20, now it's A24.
Takes time, right?
Yeah, had to grow up a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
So this is Joey's favorite page. He could not stop raving about this guy on on Pink Buzz on Friday. And so like there's did they say this was getting the TV or movie treatment? I kept seeing people talk about that.
I think I did read that it got options for, again, I'm not sure if it's for film or for TV, but
That's exciting.
yeah, looking forward. Man.
Yeah, I was on it when it was just El de Shell. I didn't even have feet for shoes.
Didn't even have shoes. Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't you, Joe? I knew somebody was talking about a small penis ghost.
Yeah, it was you, Joey.
So things start to accelerate once you have like fear, basically in your heart. The easier it is for this Mitchell and the other ghosts to take control of your mind. And there's like recurring themes of like imagery and stuff like that, for which I'll say it was explained, but I wish they had gone into it a little bit more, because I feel like this is like a whole nother storyline they could have explored, again, with the symbols and the hidden Sergios, like the hidden Mickeys. And they're like spread throughout the whole book, the hidden ghosts, which I thought was also really cool, like a very cool visual way, because not everybody could see them.
Yeah, they definitely did a great job. The artist, AARON Campbell, sorry, changed his name, did a great job with, visually showing the layers of meaning, like the story tells.
Mm-hmm. And even here, like the slurs and stuff, the ghosts are like trying to
that was brilliant,
antagonize Aisha, and eventually what happens is it does take over, and she pushes her Tom's mom and Tom's daughter Chris, who she's been raising, pushes them down the stairs, and they're, I don't want to say what happens to them, but there was also this cool sequence with her best friend Medina, who she grew up with since she was 8, and it kind of explained like their feelings towards what would you say, like parents, like their parents, and what expectations they had growing up, and kind of it's interesting to see where they are now.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is Aisha ends up using this idealized version of Medina later on in the story, which is very cool, and that's like her safety. Ends up being like this character that they drew when they were little kids.
I love, again, visually, it was great the way they set that apart and then do the callback later in the book with it. And
probably like one of the most sad, especially if you have a friend.
Mm-hmm.
But also like the way that I would draw Leandra out of context, just so it could be like a funny one later on in the book.
Right.
Yeah, that part was very sweet. Well, little best friends.
It's touching.
Mm-hmm. And then they explore with her best friend Medina. They explore a lot of like how Oh, sorry, friend. You know, Leandra, you know what picture I'm talking about too. I'm talking about the one when you call my phone. I don't want to put you on blast, but I would have to draw that picture. And through Medina, and you know, as a Black Muslim woman, uh, and it's crazy too, because even people who it even shows like the prejudices that minorities have between each other. It's not just you know, the whites versus everybody in this book.
It's unusual to see that much detail and subtlety.
And I thought this kind of summed it up pretty well. This one panel, he was trying to get his students to expand their minds. That was what he was known for. And you hear this so often as justification for being intolerant. And for them, I really appreciated that they threw in this dialogue, because they could have just skirted past what the professor did to get you know to lose his job essentially. But no, like, he was the mentality of it all is just astonishing. And even reading, like, I was like not the dark web, but I did dig really deep for reviews, like weekly reviews when it first came out. And let me tell you, there are people who absolutely did not like this book for the sole fact that they felt Medina was racist.
Oh,
And
wow.
I was like, Medina is not racist. She's prejudiced because of the things she's had to deal with up until this point. And, you know, for you people not to be able to see that, it kind of, I was like,
That's wild.
yeah. But then again, you know, I'm not everybody. I haven't lived everybody's life experiences. So I get it to an extent. But also this dialogue, he was trying to expand their minds. And it's like, you don't want your mind expanded, though.
Right. That's something people fight tooth and nail, it seems like. I mean, I don't think anybody feels like they're fighting it, but especially to see that reaction in real time compared to how people look back on it now, that's interesting.
And then at one point, even Tom, you know,
He goes,
his fiance's best friend, you know, he accuses her of a crime,
right.
you know, and there's no other basis except for she's a brown woman.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all he needs to know when it's in the clutch like that.
Aisha doesn't call her mom anything.
Yeah,
She tries to. Throughout the story, she's pretty. It's funny because she's trying to preach to Tom, like, your mom is not who you think she is. Like, she's not manipulative. She's trying, but she doesn't give her mom that same courtesy.
no, just to be reminded.
And there's things that happen later on in the story where, because I don't want to spoil the last book, but it kind of explores, like, even despite what her mom has sacrificed for her to this day, she still is like, I can't open up to her. I can't trust her. And it's something that's relatable, I feel, especially in like minority homes, especially when you're dealing with like the title Infidel, when you're dealing with people's religions that aren't your own, or you're dealing with cultures that aren't your own. I feel like there's a stricter standard at home. And so I think, but you know, it's interesting. At one point, she wasn't wearing her hijab and garment and stuff, and then in college, right? And that's when she kind of pushed her mom away. She's like, I don't need her. And then as soon as she gets into, you know, a serious relationship and she decides to grow up, she puts it back on, and she can respect the traditions and values, but she's still like, I can't trust my mom though. And it's like, girl, you got to work through some things, a little bit of therapy.
Wasn't it interesting too that she's doing that while her best friend is describing her to others out of context? I ended up taking a note about it because I thought it was interesting that they were saying even in a room full of shadows, Aisha is always looking for the light. She's obsessed with the light, she said. And so even she is still susceptible to this. So it's a good way of showing that any of us could end up doing something that we considered only other people do.
And there is a nice little twist that's a callback to the initial bombing in the building. And I have to say, despite what the fallout was, very, very sweet, very poetic. that what the actual cause of the
Right?
bombings were. And I said, "You motherfuckers."
Same. I was so mad. So mad when they were up there.
And just even the conversations that they were having amongst one another is like, it's very interesting, and I felt it was very authentic. It's not anything I haven't heard, being fair-skinned in a room with
Same.
people who don't know that I'm Black. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nothing like that accidental undercover work is there.
So it was very, even having, white family members, like it was very, insightful.
It gets deep. Yeah.
And but yeah, this was a really good book. I really enjoyed all the interpersonal situations. Even the ghosts were gross. They were disgusting.
Yeah.
Hate that for them. Hate they had to go through that. But I do feel like the conversations had in the book are ones that should be more open and not so much behind closed doors.
Absolutely agree. And it's really hard to get people to open up about these things.
Yeah.
In real life.
I agree.
So it's good to have something like this to use as a conduit for stuff like that too.
Again, the ghosts were so disgusting. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yuck. But
They
a
did
testament
a really
to
good
the
job.
art. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say they did such a good job of making it visceral. And they talk about that in the afterword too, that for something this scary, it's important to find a way to make you feel it visually. Yeah. So is Sergio on mute or?
I'm here. I'm here. Honestly, like I didn't. I'm just listening. You guys really kind of you're putting it together much better than I could. Bang out stuff is really good. I mean, what I can say is just like the art. Aaron Campbell, he's a G. He's a G, man. And when the colorist, of course, man, just every single one of these pages. Incredible stuff. Well,
I thought you probably could relate to when they speak on the Korean, or he's speaking Korean. He forgot I speak Korean.
Oh yeah.
And he was just going in, and I was like, I've been in situations where I might not know the language, but I do know cuss words.
You know what's said.
Yes.
Yeah.
you know a little bit.
I know. And so I thought that was another point where it's not, when it's amongst minorities, it's not racism, it's prejudice. And we all have prejudices, whether we openly admit to it or not. Some are stronger than others.
It's fair.
But but I did think it was interesting because they did try to flip it on Medina. They're like, Medina's racist. She's racist. I'm like, she's not a racist.
No. They try to vilify her.
She's a prejudiced. And I would be too if I had, dealt with what she was dealt with. And then the ending, I said, not sweet baby Medina.
I know.
So would you say everything was wrapped up? What's the word I'm looking for? Satisfactorily? Is that a word? Am I making shit up? Did you like the ending? How it ended?
It had a nice ending. It had well, I won't say nice. It ended. It ended. It was an ending. It was a solid ending. Do I wish there was a different outcome for some characters?
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the twist with the original bombing again, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
And then with after the events of what led to Aisha waking up from the coma, there was another scene where they kind of showed like the wreckage and like the two brothers, like daddy said we can rebuild.
Right.
And I thought that was also really cool because at the end of the day, they do not care. They do not care. How much money can I make off of this wreckage?
Exactly.
And even they were talking about, I don't want to tear it down. I just want to make it bigger. Like, yeah, let's make this demon pit a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And I loved how they showed them like lurking in the shadows and the corners. Like, yeah, you guys are about to get it.
Made me think there was like a development project in the Hellmouth or something.
Wild.
Right?
It's like, I'm like, I don't even think they've taken out all the remains yet, and they're already down there
scouting out their futures.
Scummy too, like, oh, we got it dirt cheap because
the
other owner, because the other owner from the other bombing couldn't afford to make all the repairs.
So let's jump on this.
And so it speaks to gentrification and
Yep.
the slum lords, because they, after the first bombing, the building should have been closed, but here's some cheap rent,
Right.
so the housing crisis and stuff.
People need to live, so
Yep.
yeah, you're not going to pass up the cheap rent.
But I think it's an excellent book. It absolutely lives up to all of the acclaim it's gotten.
Absolutely.
And this was PORNSAK's first book. I mean, he's
first as the writer, yeah.
As the writer, yeah. He's been editor and a bunch of stuff, but his first time writing. So I mean, strong debut, eh?
It's amazing.
Yeah. Great stuff, man. Look at that. Well, that was great. Yeah, man. Folks, if anybody read it, man, look at his art. Look at these interiors. That's insane. Yeah, AARON Campbell, man. He does horror. He does horror like no one else, man. For those who have read it, man, let us know what your thoughts is. I mean, and if you guys enjoyed it, man. 5 weeks. That's it. That's a wrap on the spooky season reading, man.
This lady, I wanted to punch her in the face every time I saw her.
All the people not to understand.
No,
she was a nice lady. Leave her alone.
Yeah, yeah, you're
a
right.
Nice lady.
You might want to read it before you say it.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
Just saying.
You said she had valid points all throughout.
Yeah, right.
You did. Take her a little bit more seriously, man.
Uh-oh.
No.
We didn't even have to do the work to get him canceled.
No. Didn't even have to set the pick, and it just went right through.
But yeah, it was extraordinary. I mean, off the first page.
Right.
Chef's
It
kiss.
just opens
so good.
Just like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I heard you can contort your body like that, Serge.
Here's the big question.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I asked you at the top, but now that we've gone through this final discussion, spooky season, you got to pick one now.
Infidel. It's not
it
a
is
question.
Still?
Yeah, not a question.
Without question, eh? That's folks. That says a lot.
Yeah.
The quality of this book, Infidel, man, definitely lived up to expectations, eh? Okay.
And how good were the A covers? Oh,
beautiful,
ridiculous.
And I hadn't gotten a chance to see them, so looking at the trade paperback, I always enjoy that part as someone who doesn't have the ability to collect all the covers I want.
Mm-hmm.
Tara, did you have a favorite spooky season reading?
I've got to chime with Elle on this one. Infidel, and then Autumnal is the contender for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Autumnal was a great, man. Yeah. I'd say for my personal favorites was These Savage Shores, and then probably I'd say Autumnal is right there as well.
This and The Dregs for me. I like a horror story that's telling me something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Dregs is fantastic too, man. Dregs was fantastic.
The autumnal will always be special. And what was I keep forgetting what books? Oh, Witches. Which is interesting. Because I recently rereading it, and I was kind of like, ooh. So it's still good, but I'm not if the spinoff is gonna go like supernatural, I'm like the show, I'm cool. I'm not trying to watch demon witch hunters and stuff, but I like the more human side of the story. Let's stay on that side.
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go. Tara, thank you so much for joining us for our Infidel.
Thanks for inviting me. I enjoyed it.
Man, looking forward to more Tea Room.
Same here. Can't wait.
Alrighty.
Talk to you guys soon.
Enjoy the rest of the Sunday.
You too.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
There you have it, folks. Infidel, man. Okay. Man. Al, can we stay at Haunted House for the rest of the year?
Yeah. Why not?
Maybe. Let's just keep it rolling. Why not? Who doesn't love a haunted house? Just cause October's over, Come on now. How's the poll looking? It's a very tight one. Shall we wrap it up then? Currently, well, I mean, we don't got much show left, folks. So, did you just vote?
No.
It literally just changed a second.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here. You know you did.
Yeah.
50-50. right when I was about to call it. But I'm not petty like you.
I'm not even.
Okay. So the ones and behold behemoth currently at 50-50. We need one more vote. One more vote. Okay. Well, I'll let it linger. I'll let it linger. Or I see Tara there. I have a feeling. The ones. There we go. Wrapping it up. The ones. 54% to 46. We're reading, baby. Excited for that.
I gotta say, I'm
Excited for
probably
that.
pulling a Sergio and not reading it.
What was that?
Huh?
No, I didn't catch that.
Oh.
I forgot about weekend review. Why didn't you say anything?
Oh, we're just doing this real quick because the way I do not feel good. I don't even think I did. I didn't even do banners. Vanish number 2.
Man.
Very cool. Very cool opener. If you know, you know.
Listen, I haven't had the chance to get to Vanish number 2, but number 1 was spectacular. Really threw me for a loop. Again, I'm not a big fantasy guy, but this was like a modern twist,
It's
modern
kind of like
genre.
if we're doing that that tropey, it's this meets that. It's kind of like The Boys meets Harry Potter, and I'm into it.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that it's gonna have, you know, side stories and one shots and you know, prequel character stories. So
Mhm.
I'm ready for all of that. It's really an excellent book, and what he did in this opening scene was probably one of the most fucked up things I've seen in comics in a minute.
Oh.
So
I gotta read that then.
so yeah.
Okay.
And I think Dean on Twitter described it as like beautiful chaos, and it's like it doesn't make sense how pretty those pages are in context to what's happening,
What's
and it's
actually
like,
happening?
oh, come on.
I
But I
got.
didn't want to share them because I do feel like that's an experience in itself that you should have, that everybody should have if they read it.
Now let me ask you: the number 2, is it going in a direction that you kind of thought it would, or is it kind of zigging that is like surprising you? Like what's like?
Well, I'll say this, you know, it's very Donny Cates.
Mm,
It's very Donny Cates. So there's surprises, and then there's like, geez, like why'd you do that? And then, but again, you know, we're talking about a guy who's self-destructive, and you know he's a liar, a manipulator, but he's our hero. And so, there was a couple things where I was like, huh, didn't, but mostly this was just like setting the stage for how damaged these kids are, and how the what were they called, is it the high keep or the something like that.
yeah. So
There's not really a difference between the heroes and villains, and that's kind of what this issue set up, is that
really?
like they went to this school to be you know, learned in magic, but that doesn't make them good people, or not, or what they call them, regulars, the non-powered people. So it's interesting to see that that's very much upfront, that just because it's very much humans versus, or the regulars versus them.
The magicians, yeah, the magic.
Yeah. And even this guy, he went to school, Deacon Dust, he went to school with them, and he's a magician in the regular world.
Yeah.
But he tells everybody around him magic is not real. Like, I don't know why you, like, just chill, stop it. And there's even like a trick he does where he, like, there's a bullet, he dodges a bullet, and he tells the prop lady, like, you gotta fix the gun, like, it's the bullet's going in the wrong angle, like, it's gonna kill me. And she was like, well, how do you dodge it then? How do you know? And he was like, I move it. And she's like, what? Like, what? He's like, shut up, magic isn't real, you stupid. So
I'm gonna read it.
yeah, so I guess one of his other magic powers is gaslighting. So, but yeah, excellent story. Even like the villains, you know, this is all magic. They don't look like this. So yeah, cool number 2. I wish there was a number 3 right after this, but to have to wait another month is kind of trash. But that's how I felt about like crossover when it first dropped too. And so like I'm not gonna lie, I do have high expectations for this. Yeah.
Okay,
And
it's a
then
segment. Yeah,
and then Otley and then Daniel Warren Johnson does the variants.
the variant covers. I saw that Daniel Warren Johnson one. Fire,
Mhm.
fire. That was dope. Chill here. Gaslighting is like magic. Yeah.
Listen, he's a master at it.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't say you. I'm talking about the character.
Okay. All right.
Uh-oh. Or am I gaslighting you right now? I've always wanted to get into Deadly Class, but I haven't started it yet.
Same. I know Juanito, he's big on
That might be my next, like, big read.
Remander. And that recently just wrapped up, eh? I think the final issue just dropped.
You know what's funny? I thought I had bought the final issue because I have a thing with buying the last issues of stuff.
Yeah.
But then another issue came out, and I said, "Oh, not me being wrong."
Wrong.
And then my other read of the week, I guess, is it a read of the week? Would be Lovesick.
Then there's one. There's the next one. Talk on Lovesick. I feel like we've never talked about Lovesick on this show.
I feel like I don't even know what it is.
What is Lovesick?
Lovesick, I think
I've
it's what
never-
happens when you feel a little sick
Yeah.
when you have a crush.
Is this a romance book?
Yeah.
Sounds romantic.
High romance.
Sounds like a romance. What is
Yeah.
that? Oh, I love this VHS variant.
Yeah.
Love it. But still, no, I haven't heard of Lovesick. Never. What is this? Another one?
Did you throw up the Merca?
Another one? I don't. What's? I mean, look at that blank cover.
Did you throw up the Merca one already?
I mean, I'm getting there, man. Who that?
Maria Lovett.
Who that? Yeah. Never heard of Lovesick. Nah. This one is great.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's fantastic, man. Yeah, look at that.
I think Merca does my favorite variation of Domino.
I got more. And then Jim Mahfood. This is great. I love his style, man. Yeah.
So yeah, Lovesick is about Domino. She's the mother of the house, if you will, and she runs a red room where patrons can pay to play if she selects them. Yo, she records around 2 a.m. That's a little late for you. I know you like to do your posts around 3 p.m.
3 p.m. in the afternoon,
3
like a normal
p.m.
person. Yeah, so Domino, she's a dominatrix, head dom or mommy, as they call her. She runs an underground sex. Well, it's not even a sex club. It's a club where patrons, they pay to get beat up and abused and even snuffed, like straight up murked, and they pay for this. They want for this. There's like waiting lists, and they stream it online through the dark net. So this first issue, 3 p.m. is the new witching hour. Yes. So you have all these guys who are like just kind of like really simping, dying to like to get used and abused by her. Just really fun stuff for me.
Fun stuff for you. I
want to be that guy. Can we zoom in on the guy in the mask, the spit there?
I don't know if you can.
That's my kind of jazz. I mean, listen, Le Chef's kiss. I'm telling you right now. There we go, folks. That panel on the right. I mean, listen. Sometimes it's got to be rude. It's got to be disrespectful. It's got to be, I'm just saying, you gotta have a little bit of fun. But this is great stuff. I'm absolutely in love with Luana Vacchio's art style, like color palette, everything, man. And this was just I would say, as good as this issue is, I'm telling you folks, this is just a tease. Issue 1 is
Mhm.
just a tease. Issue 2 ramps things up, and then issue 3 is where they there's a twist that I not see coming. I'll leave it at that. But
You know what's so funny is like it's a twist, but it's fully on display if you pay attention to the earlier issues and you look at the art. I have one of the prints I have literally says it at the top of it, and it didn't click with me until I read the third issue, and I said, "Ah,
we're gonna
you
off
were right
air.
there."
You're gonna tell me about that off air. Okay. But for those who have read it, what did you guys think, man? And but you know what? You know what's really got me excited is a lot of the people who've picked it up. Joey, take it easy, my man. Have a great Sunday, buddy. A lot of people who picked it up. I haven't seen anybody like it's pretty. Everybody's saying great things about this, which is awesome to see. You know, so it's living up to the hype. People are enjoying it. Yeah, man, it's nice because sometimes you know, expectations, right? Maybe hyped it up too much, but people, hey, everybody's like legit, like saying this was great, and you know. So, yeah, obviously, you know, we're big fans here. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed number 2 and 3, the rest of the arc, man. Yeah. Anything else, though?
No, because I forgot to do the slides for Witches. Did you read it?
For which one?
Witches?
Witches? No, Witches had a little story in the Image anthology, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't read that. You read it, though?
Yeah, I read it.
Yeah?
It was like four or 5 pages, like 2 lines of dialogue. So yeah, it's a quick read.
Mhm. Okay. Lived up to the hype?
Yeah, it made me excited. If this is the direction it's going,
Okay.
with the people that it's going in, that's the only reason why I would come back. I'm not interested in the hunting aspect or the chase and all that, but I do like the character that they used for this, so
Okay.
hope to see more from that. And they
Okay.
kind of left it like there is going to be more. It felt very much like a teaser for bigger things.
Okay, I got a question for you. Vanish, Image, or the Witches? Or what was the other one? Well, I got here the Nightfall double feature. What should I read first?
Vanish.
Vanish? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm reading Vanish. As soon as we wrap up here, I'm gonna check that out, man.
Or
I'm gonna check
maybe
I'm
if
reading.
we're going off of everything, I'd probably say Infidel.
Infidel? What you talking about?
Amongst friends.
What are you talking
Infidel.
about? Get out of here, man.
You don't
Hey,
need to.
folks, again, next Sunday, Crossing the Streams with the Nerd Room podcast, man. It's going to be big. Got some fun stuff. We're talking some TMNT action, some Ghostbusters. What's not to love?
Well, I could
I
think of it.
don't know. I'm feeling kind of bummy because I'm just like, Halloween October is almost done, man. I love this month. It's great. Can we just have Halloween,
I'm taking my Christmas tree out
Oh, no?
tomorrow.
That's serial killer stuff. Get out of here. Get out of here.
My Elf on the Shelf is going up on Tuesday.
Man, you come on. At least wait till like Thanksgiving. It's too soon.
No, thank you.
Too soon.
And the way that depression works is that you get any hit of euphoria of serotonin you can get, and for me, it's smelling pine trees and the lights, and I like it. I'm into it. I like corny ass Christmas movies. I love Halloween, but this October just wasn't hitting for me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but it wasn't Octobering for me.
It hit for me. This is probably the best October in terms of just really getting into the Halloween season. What is that comment there? What's Chill saying? Halloween is the most non-Monday holiday? What does that mean, bro?
Because it's on a Monday this year.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like the least Monday holiday.
I don't get it.
Because
No, tell me. Hit me with it. Hit me with the knowledge. What am I missing?
Pop the cherry. It was sweet.
Why would you? Now, why would you don't?
Let's just say the cherries aren't sweet on Mondays. You know what I mean? But we still gotta pop them. You know what I mean? Do you get that analogy?
Just I'll get me. Yeah.
Monday is a bummer, and that's Halloween, and you got to go to work and school, and then it's
Oh,
Tuesday.
okay. It's not fitting. You'd rather have it like on a Friday or Saturday, Sunday even.
I kind of like shot myself in the foot with Halloween's too because like we were going to go do like California, in October every year, but then like COVID happened and you couldn't travel and we couldn't go back home. And so now like I think my kids have been trick or treating. The last time was like the year before or 2018
Yeah.
because in 2019 I took them to Disneyland for Halloween. And so
Oh,
now
shit,
it's kind
no.
of like ugh, whatever.
Everybody gets it but me, apparently. I'm like, what is that? So the last time you actually celebrate, you were still in Cali.
No, I still celebrate with the kids, but we don't go trick or treating
Oh, you
anymore.
know,
I just
you're
get
going this
them
year?
pizza and candy and watch
Please tell me you're
movies.
taking the kids trick or treating this year. Don't be
Mm,
done.
I'm not taking them trick or treating this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo, put the little vato on the phone, man. I'm gonna talk.
No, they're gonna get their pumpkin shaped pizza. They're
How
gonna
you
watch.
not taking the kids trick or treating? What are you talking about?
They get all of the things of Halloween without being exposed to strangers.
You know what you are? You're a party pooper. You are a party pooper. If I
You
was
know
not
what's
taking
so
trick or treating
crazy?
at that age, bro, I would have been like traumatized. What are you talking about?
And look at you still turned out the way you did, and you
Hey,
got to go trick or treating.
you know what I'm saying? I want my candies and stuff. I want to go trick or treating this year. I'm trying to figure out a way to finesse. You know,
Borrow somebody's kid.
just I was gonna say I'm gonna put on like a mask and just like
Yeah.
take
Walk on your
my voice
knees.
and act, Dave. Trick or
Oh, so
treat,
your regular voice.
trick or treat,
Say it again.
trick or treat.
So I could clip it.
Get me down, bro. Get the chill. That's what I'm saying. Aaron Halloween just got his Grinch. Thank you.
You know what? Speaking of
Thank you,
Grinch, I
buddy.
actually watched Grinch yesterday because the live action is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. Because
Any
you are a
season.
Grinch. You're
And
like,
the Cat in
that's
the
a
Hat is
relatable
probably
character.
like the best movie ever made, though, for being
Yeah.
real.
You're like super relatable. That's me.
Yeah.
Jeez, how do you not? Who's going trick or treating here? If you got kids, if you don't, we want to know, man. Tell me, I'm not out of pocket, right? Like that's straight up, that's villainy, right?
But you have to remember when the 2018 my kids went trick or treating. My
Yeah.
youngest was 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took them to California. We went to California family vacation. They got to go to Disneyland for Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. And then the next year is COVID. They couldn't go. I don't think my kids remember what trick or treating is. The last 2 Halloweens they haven't been able to go. So now it's like they want pizza, candy, and movies. So I'm gonna give it to
Hey,
them.
hey, pizza candy movie sounds like a great time.
And they have like costumes and stuff. They have props. Like they get all the stuff that they, you know, want, and they have like glow sticks and stuff. Like it's fun,
Okay,
but it's at home.
it's at home. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. What kind of costumes the kitties got?
Just whatever.
Yeah,
Usually it's nothing.
yeah.
My kids don't like to wear clothes. My boys, they do not like to wear clothes. So we buy them stuff and it's for show. It's for
Yeah.
show because 5 minutes later it's
They
off.
take it off, eh? Phil Noir
Um,
saying prepping a huge bag of treats for friends, but our street just isn't trick or treat friendly. Too rural. You're out in the boondocks, eh? It's just too far from civilization.
mm,
Man, I think that'd be cool. To set up like Night of the Living Dead vibes. You're out in the middle of nowhere. You
mhm.
decorate the house and stuff, man. Yeah.
Before I had kids, or even up until we moved to Washington,
Mhm.
we went to my husband and I. We went to Horror Nights every year at Universal. Um, that's just something we did. I did that in 2019 too, but I just can't do it right now. Can't travel.
Okay. Okay.
But
Same with
hope to be back in California next Halloween.
Oh, really? That's news. All
No,
right.
to visit.
Oh, okay. 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 I was gonna say.
I love
That's
I
always
love
Let me ask you,
California in
like
October.
Halloween, Christmas. I feel like in warm. Obviously, we grew up in Toronto, cold area, and for a lot of people who live up, further north, I feel like it's just not the same. Like like Halloween, you got the cooler weather, the leaves, the changing colors, all that stuff. Christmas.
Well, I grew up in
Yeah.
Orange County and it was 70 degrees every day, 75 degrees every day. The only weather we ever had was winds when the
Mm.
Santa Ana winds would kick up. So I'm not used to weather on a holiday.
Hmm.
So when I moved to Washington and they're like, we're going to have a white Christmas, I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And then it actually snowed. I'm like, this is weird. Like, this is like a movie.
That sounds it's the only way to go, man.
And even fall, like I've never like it wasn't until I moved to Georgia when I was in high school, and I'm like, oh, leaves change colors for real, and they fall. Like, and it's so
Right.
cool. My first fall out there was like such an experience because I was like, look at the people really rake. Because I'm used to palm trees. I wasn't
That's
I wasn't used to real trees.
California, girl. Get out of here, bro.
So that was very cool. Even now, like I love the rainy season in Washington. I know people who are from here are kind of over it, but
So
I love the rain.
the Dark Net set in Portland, which is not
Mhm.
too far from Seattle, right?
Like 4
Okay.
hours. Yeah.
But it's like up there northwest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's below us.
Always gloomy. Lives up to the I guess what's house portrayed in the media, like Seattle, like gloomy, always raining,
Yeah, like I'll say from like
overcast.
October until like May.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
You
it's
know.
gross. It's honestly if you're not in the right
Everybody
headspace,
be
it's
murking themselves
depressing.
out there, yo. That's what I'm
Oh
saying. Yeah,
yeah, one of my
yeah,
husband's like friends from work like a year ago, like
yeah.
he was from Guam. He couldn't take it.
Guam,
Yeah, he was from the like water. He's used to like the sun and
sun and stuff.
came
That's
out
right.
here and just couldn't deal.
Nothing is enjoyable about the rain.
I love the smell of rain. I love when it's like not cold but it's chilly and it's like drizzling. It's just a vibe.
You're a serial
I
killer.
love listening to hard rain.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Frank.
Oh,
And
I
it's
will say
hoodie
this.
season. Listen,
Yeah.
can't nobody tell me why you wearing a hoodie, and I'm like,
Mm.
why not? Because my wardrobe is 99% hoodies and leggings.
That's what I've been saying. I've been telling
I
you about
no, I love driving in the rain. I love being in the rain. It's like
that.
and you know what's so funny? When I first moved out here, people were like, people can tell you're not from here because you have an umbrella. And I was like, get out of here. I'm not about to get wet. But now I'm like, yeah, who the fuck carries an umbrella? Not couldn't be me. And so I've assimilated. I don't use an umbrella anymore.
The only thing I like about the rain is I do enjoy falling asleep. Like the rain
Mhm.
like pitter pattering on the windows or whatever. Like
Mhm.
that's very relaxing. That's
I
kind of
love a good storm. Love a good storm.
yeah, sleeping in a storm,
Mhm.
bomb, bomb. Or just like you're at home, maybe a glass of vino or something like that. You're watching a movie and it's storming outside. You're so comfy, man. Just throw on the hoodie and
And I'm
I
trash.
love that.
I'll turn all the fans on and put on the ASMR videos of it raining and just pretend like, oh yeah, we're in the middle of a storm here.
Yes, you psycho. That's psycho. You take
When
it.
I read comic
You
books,
take
that's
it
what
too
I
far.
put on. I put on lo-fi with rain in the background. That's what I put on.
You okay? Do you need to talk, friend? I'm here.
Rain is sex weather.
Fran's like, I only have sex in the rain.
And you
It's
know what?
raining.
It makes sense because like especially up here, um there's not a lot of ACs in most units, and I live in a newer building and there's no AC, so like really when it's raining outside is like the only like relief you get, you know what I mean, in some months for it to be chilly. But this summer was kind of brutal. This summer and last summer was it got up to like 116 degrees out here,
Ooh,
which is like global warming is real, y'all. And
that's right.
so but yeah, I'm glad that it's back to rainy season.
Yeah.
Best time of the year.
But so you guys do get a fall out there. You guys got the falling leaves and all
Oh
that.
yeah, it's so pretty up here. I'll give Washington that. It's very pretty, but it is gloomy. It is gloomy. The
'Cause-
sun,
yeah.
it'll be a sunny day and you still won't see the sun. it's still dark, but it's like gray. It's like light gray.
I'm getting depressed just thinking about that, man.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because like you go to like Pike Market or like you go downtown and it's like they have all these things like touristy things, but I'm like, who comes here? Like, why would you want to
Yeah.
come here for this? But yeah, no, I like the weather the most out here. But for fall for me is like Halloween time, spooky things to me. I'll always like relate to California because there's just so much to do.
Oh, Frank's not too far from you. Tri-Cities, Washington, close to Seattle. Okay.
I live in like the Kent area.
Oh, look at that. You guys homies?
Yeah, we're neighbors.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I got someone.
I sometimes when I open my window, I see him in the rain slapping skin, knocking boots.
All right, cool. Hey, shout out to everybody again who hanging out with us on this Sunday morning, man. It was a little chaotic this morning. Al held it down. Shout out Al, serial killer Al. Yes, next week we're reading, folks. The Ones. Excited, man. I don't know why. It seems like a whole lot of fun. I'm excited to check that one out. Read along with us. Let us know what you think.
Yeah,
You know,
we'll have a little convo after the show about why you've been holding out ARCs. But go off.
We're talking. Yeah, we got some fun stuff cooking. Again, the crossover with the Nerd Room podcast boys next week. And we got some cool creator stuff. Creators, we're working on some stuff to wrap out the season. And it's that time of the year, folks. Start thinking about the nerdies, man. The end of year award shows. So start putting together those lists. Who do you want to see nominated? Favorite cover artist, favorite writer, all that good stuff, man. Excited for that. Last year was huge. That was our biggest episode by far, man. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to top that, but we're gonna try. Have a beautiful Sunday, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. I think for the last time this year, it's the outro, spooky season outro / intro, man.
45-minute documentary.
We out of here. Say bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.